Call all Yahweh Shemi and Shai Bahashim Kwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua back with a quick lesson. Current events. Current events with Puke Crudowskeet. All right, current events with Luke. So let's just start. Go along with me. We're going to do an impromptu and in the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. We'll start with the title, The Empire Just Effing Collapsed. What scripture is that? We can go to Babylon is fallen is fallen. What empire? The great Babylonian Empire. So let's start there. Is fallen, yeah? It is. Let's see what I can do here. Text me. Hold on. The grocery list. My rib side. Let's see what we got. Bear with me. Over the show. Let's see. Is fallen. A lens. That great city. Yeah, let's go there. That great city. Revelation 14 and 8. Sexual immorality. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen that great. Babylon, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right. What is fallen? Luke, the empire of Babylonia, or Great Babylonia. It just effing collapsed. So what we're going to do is we're going to let Luke bring us the current events. And we'll just reach in and grab a scripture every now and then. Take it away, Luke.
Oh boy! Donald Trump is now threatening two countries.
Threatening two countries. And we won't do it like this the whole way through. But let's get the threats. And these threats are coming up tomorrow in the World War III Daily Update. Let's see. Who's threatening? Rumors of war. Wars of that's Matthew 24 and 6. Let's get the threat. Wars and threats. What is this? BSB. Let's go to NLT. Threats. Go to 6. And you will hear, right here, Matthew 24 and 6 in the NLT. And you will hear of what? Of wars and threats of wars. But don't panic. Yes, these things must take place. But the end won't follow immediately. What? Threats? Is that a threat there? Let's hear that threat again. He's doing what, Luke?
Ally, as he's talking about making the Strait of Hormuz U.S. territory, as former Congresswoman MTG is talking about how he is talking about using nukes.
Two things. Stealing land, right?
Congresswoman MTG is talking about how he is talking.
So stealing land.
Congresswoman MTG is talking about making the Strait, talking about how he is talking about using nukes. He's talking about making the Strait of Hormuz U.S. territory.
Let's get that. What's he doing? Well, let's get this first. 2 Ezra 9 and 3 in the NLT. What are we looking for? Unstable leaders and confused rulers. 2 Ezra 9 3 in the GNT. There will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders and confused rulers. When you see these things happening, you will know that they are what the Most High Power has spoken about since the beginning of creation. So we're in that time right now, right? And what are we looking for? Coveting. coveting fields. What the hell is that? That's 14. That's weird. Okay. They covet. What? Fields. Talking about Greenland? Talking about what? What is he talking about taking? Straight over. Okay. Well, it's mine now. We control it. Okay. And these are threats. Threat to do what? Steal some land? That's not a threat. That's a promise. Micah 2 and 2. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. All right, I'm going to let some of it play instead of stopping it with every 3 words. Take it away, Luke.
As former Congresswoman MTG is talking about how he is talking about using nukes.
One more. Nukes. Salakia. Let's get it out of the way. Zechariah 14:12. Get to the nukes. Zech 14:12. Real quick. In the Kang James. Kang. Come on, Kang. We was Kang James. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. There's your nukes. Okay, now I'm going to let him speak. Okay, Salakia. Bear with me.
What? Yeah, that's a real thing. We talked about it from the beginning of this. Of course, there's not a lot of other options in the escalatory ladder in the current situation and circumstance, especially with the missile stockpiles being as short as they are, as I think this is an issue worth talking about. There's a lot of crazy things happening right now in the international foreign policy geopolitical space. We've been talking about this story for such a long time. And if you appreciate us being pretty much right on the money, subscribe. Click the notification button. We greatly appreciate all the time that you guys spend with us. As a lot of people are saying Trump's comments were facetious and he was just joking, right? But with the kind of rhetoric that we've seen here throughout this entire conflict, like, who in the world knows? Now, before getting into MTG's understanding of the situation that will potentially escalate towards nuclear war, which is a possibility. Granted, from my assessments, a small possibility. Granted, the fact that that's even a possibility.
What are we talking about? Listen to the language here. Okay. Oh, Trump's off his rocker, right? This nigga is wilding, threatening, getting his ass whooped on the battlefield. And what else? Okay, it's all bad. The empire just effing good. This is the language of the net right now. Well, we lost the war. Right? Where are things going? What direction?
It's not good.
Not good.
As some people are saying, this is a larger strategy playing out in front of our eyes right now.
Now this dude comes up with some wild, well, here's what it's 60 chess, and here's where we're at. We're going to lose for a minute, and we're going to throw this away. Now, he's correct when they say that this is part of the plan, and they're going to collapse the dollar and the economy, and yeah, that's part of it, but the other part is that you supposedly win by doing that. Nah, guess what? It don't come to fruition.
To avoid a big global war with China and to deliberately get rid of the petrodollar? Huh? Okay, we'll get into it. Let's just get into some of the latest events that are happening right now.
To deliberately get rid of the petrodollar goes directly into the CHIP. So yeah, that is viable. Okay, that makes sense in the greater scheme of things, because what's next before those ICBMs roll? We got to get that hour of temptation up in there.
As Donald Trump went to a lot of our allies and was like, all right, we're bombing Iran now, guys. And all the allies were like, what? We are? I'm not doing that. Why would I do that? What did they do? We're bombing them. No. Big geopolitical international foreign policy drama between the United States and Spain, Europe, that has kind of symbolically gestured and has given some maybe defensive help to Bibi. Yeah.
All thy confederacy will lay a trap for thee.
Germany and France, I think, had fighter jets that were trying to shoot down some of the drones that were being flown in the area as a part of a defensive effort. But when it comes to the offense, the United States spent a lot of its very precise, significant, expensive stockpiles that now take 5 years to rebuild. As the United States went to South Korea and said, yeah, we need your Patriot missile systems, they took them away from Asia, deployed them in the Middle East, they spent them.
And now the U.S. is vulnerable, and Bibi did that. Okay, they have laid a snare under thee. Let's get that laid. A snare. For thee. Most High set a trap. Jeremiah 15:24 in the NIV. I set a trap for you, Babylon, and you were caught before you knew it. You were found and captured because you opposed the Most High. I have set a trap. I have set a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found. Well, if they shall find me, they will kill me. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we could do this all day. I'm letting do a couple of more, but what happened? Luke, that's only 21. We're not going to
big need for them, especially now in Ukraine. Zelensky is becoming very desperate, saying, we need this. As Donald Trump once again came to South Korea, which is a major military-industrial complex producer, by the way. I was just in Poland. Poland gets a significant portion of its military hardware, of its tanks, which I don't know what the hell they're doing. They should be just building drones. Like, but the way that war is being fought right now, you don't need any, just drones. That's it. Just drones. Drones.
Who's got the drones? Who's got the drones? Let's see. Who's got the drones and the missiles? This is Joel 3 and 10. This is a World War III daily update jargon here. Let's go to 10. This would be North Korea. This would be Iran. What have they done? Well, we're not going to eat for a while. We're going to go underground and work on our military, how to take down these Babylonians. Joel 3 and 10 in the King James. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. That's North Korea. That's Iran. In regards to the U.S., these swords are drones, missiles and drones. What is this guy saying? Who's got them all and is winning as a result of them?
Like, but the way that war is being fought right now, you don't need any, just drones. That's it. Just drones. Drones. If you're going to be smart, right?
And let me say this, okay? Joel, in Joel 2, when he's describing what he saw, did he not see drones too? Of course he did. What did Luke just say? That's what's winning out on. So when he saw that vision, he saw drones too, going in and out of windows and shit like that. Okay, understand it?
I don't understand, but Poland has been buying a lot of South Korean hardware from its military-industrial complex, as it's a major powerhouse. As South Korea directly rejected Donald.
Let me say that. Let's go there and I'll go ahead and close. This is describing the technology of today. Let's go to Joel 2. It's not just, and see, and I'm not attacking our teachers at all. I'm just skillfully adding, right? Because I know better, we wouldn't be here. Bitch, yeah, dude. We wouldn't be here without the elders, or be able to skillfully add. So all of this, the army of locusts, right? The noise of chariots on top of all of these descriptions are describing what? Today's military technology, not just missiles. Okay? So what did they see? What did they see? And what are they describing here? They're describing, if you turn on Al Jazeera and watch them launching shit, Predator drones, normal drones, shit like whatever, little mini subs, okay? You don't, they're trying to describe some shit that hadn't even been made yet, but what is it? It's military technology, right? They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. Now, when you try to, a rocket, for example, a rocket delivered like an ICBM, a missile. Missile pretty much does one thing, right? It's rocket propelled. It's a delivery system. Now, when that rocket gets it to a certain place, can it expand and send out? Yeah, it could do that. But this, they shall climb the wall like men of war, right? And they shall march everyone on his own ways, and they shall not break their ranks. That sounds like this. Okay. Drone, swarm, dance. Sounds like drones. Because a drone can easily be flown by its operator. Sloppy, I'm going to turn it off. Fair use. So if these are drones, they didn't see this? They didn't see this? Of course they did. They didn't see this on the battlefield? Okay. Let's do one better. Iran sends drone swarm like an octopus. Right? Which, look at this. Drone swarms like a flying octopus. They didn't see this? Jellyfish drone swarm over Iran legitimately and say, what is all of this? They didn't see the in that vision, they didn't see this. Iranian, see? So we're not just making shit up. This is a genuine, skillful ad, Lord willing. Okay? What are they talking about? Octopuses. Those are drones flying and not breaking their ranks. On the battlefield in this fight. Right here. Okay? So
the Strike Eagle pilot who was shot down over Iran in April now says he saw a jellyfish-like drone swarm.
He saw the same thing that the prophets saw, and they're trying to describe that shit. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their. They shall not thrust one another. They shall walk everyone. This is all describing drones and missiles, but drones. Okay? And on the battlefield, in this particular war.
Maybe even a flying drone minefield operating in Iranian airspace right before his fighter was hit by a surface-to-air missile. Now, this report has already seen its fair share of criticism, in part because it didn't come from the pilot himself, but rather from anonymous sources who claim to have knowledge of the matter when...
That's Esau explaining some shit away.
On April 3rd, 2026, the pilot of Dude 44, an F-15E Strike Eagle, ejected over Iran after seeing something that no American aviator has ever been briefed on. Multiple drones interconnected, moving as one, large drones on top with smaller ones hanging below.
That's exactly what was described. Okay? With his this dude's been watching aircraft in the air all his life, and this is his description. Well, these brothers back then, they didn't see no aerial shows. They might have seen a chariot here and there. But when they were shown that vision, this is what they're trying to describe. Okay? This is what, on the battlefield. Oh, that didn't happen, then that's that came from...
Like legs. Yeah, you heard that right. Moving like a jellyfish. These are the reports that are coming in right now, still under investigation, but this is what's been leaked so far. It was the first U.S. fighter jet downed over Iran in the entire conflict. The pilot was rescued within hours. The Wizzo evaded effectively and was rescued as well. But here's the problem. The U.S. intelligence community still can't agree on what...
Yeah, they got to explain it away. They got that ass whooped. They're trying to explain away that L they took on the battlefield with superior technology to whoop their ass. That didn't really happen. The transmission came from somebody else. Huh? Really? Fighter jet didn't go down? What really happened? Anyway, let's see what Luke has to say.
Trump's demand to join the United States in the Iran war and the, quote, denuclearization of Iran, which Donald Trump is going on, is saying it's the most important thing ever. He's asked about, hey, Americans are struggling with the affordability crisis. He's like, everyone can't have nukes. I don't care. He didn't say it like that, but that's the sentiment that all of us are kind of feeling here as the prices of a lot of things are going up because of the conflict. And some people are saying, hey, this is a deliberate destruction of the dollar, and it's done on purpose. And I made that argument.
Let's read this, and then I'm going to go ahead and close. South Korea directly rejects Trump's new demand to join the U.S. in the Iran war and denuclearization of Iran. In the Iran war and the denuclearization. Okay, so listen to the language being used, prompting Trump to announce on Truth Social that he would substantially reduce military exercises in South Korea held every year. Yeah, a team spirit since '54. I was there one day. Because of it, Trump adds he's in a very good relationship with North Korea, Kim Jong-un, his enemy. So this nigga's off his rocker. But nuclearization. The whole talk since he started talking has been all about nuke. Nuclear this, nuclear that, and the bombs coming, and the bombs and the swarms and the drones, and all you need is drones. Okay, so, and I'm going to end on this. What does it mean, wars and rumors of war? What is meant by that? Okay, I'm going to try to sum it up. Which tomorrow is Wars and Rumors of War Tuesday, where we go into this. But real quick, all these things together, right? You got rumors, right? Rumors, threats, right? Like we saw, where? In the newspaper. We saw that threat. Trump, who was reporting on it? The newspaper. Well, there's the news, the newspaper. And newspaper has what? Newspaper reports. See? So, reports, threats, news, and rumors. Add all of that up, and what does it come out to? It comes out to all they're going to be talking about from the beginning of this thing Wars and rumors of wars. Every channel I turn to is nothing about, oh, they're going to have nuclear war, and here come the nukes, and here come the nukes. And
oh boy, Donald Trump is now threatening two countries, one of them a major ally, as he's talking about making the Strait of Hormuz U.S. territory.
This is the beginning of the great Luke Rudowskeet, his 21 minutes. It's all about war and rumors of war. Okay? The news of the war. The news of World War III. Okay? That's all it is. All day, every day. That's all you hear. Why? Because this is it.
Oh boy, Donald Trump is now threatening two countries, one of them a major ally, as he's talking about making the Strait of Hormuz U.S. territory, as former Congresswoman MTG is talking about how he is talking about using nukes.
One.
What? Yeah. That's a real thing. We talked about it from the beginning of this. Of course, there's not a lot of other options in the escalatory ladder in the current situation and circumstance, especially with the missile stockpiles being as short as they are, as I think this is an issue worth talking about.
Missile stockpile.
There's a lot of crazy things happening right now in the international foreign policy geopolitical space. We've been talking about this story for such a long time. And if you appreciate us being pretty much right on the money, subscribe. Click the notification button. We greatly appreciate all the time that you guys spend with us. As a lot of people are saying Trump's comments were facetious and he was just joking, right? But with the kind of rhetoric that we've seen here throughout this entire conflict, like, who in the world knows? Now, before getting into MTG's understanding of the situation that will potentially escalate towards nuclear.
Two. Nuclear weapons swarm, da-da-da-da. In that 21 minutes, war and rumors of war, news, reports, threats. That's all there is till the end, okay? How does it end? Nuclear war. All right, so get used to it. You're in the war right now, all right? We lost the war. Now they're coming here to make sure that you understand that you lost the war, okay? Who's coming? That's who's coming. His nukes are coming. His nukes are coming. His nukes are coming. And they're sending troops here to Babylon the Great. Look at Luke. Here's a story of the end of Esau. He was bringing up three very lovely girls. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And the Ayatollah ain't even in there. Okay? Bro, you seeing this? They're laughing. Bro! They're laughing. Hold up. Whoa, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. Oh, let me use this. Okay, so with that, we pray that the elect ratified your brother, peace, sister, shalom.